So, I mean, looking at Sunport from today and kind of reviewing what we saw, yeah, I mean, the first half of the day was pretty good, and then we had those cumulus clouds begin to pop up, and then as we got toward the afternoon, that's when we saw that thunderstorm move in, and that's when that severe thunderstorm warning went in effect around 2 o'clock. That's when we saw some of that quarter-sized tail move through the city, but you see how quick it moved in, it moved out, sun was back out. That's just New Mexico fashion, and then tonight, we're actually dealing with a couple of more showers here in the metro. But at least from today, this was at 6 o'clock for the day at least, we saw 1/1600ths of an inch of rain, which doesn't sound like a lot, but every amount counts here in New Mexico, and it's really helped toward our departure. We hit a high today of 74, which is still pretty much below average for this time of year. Still seeing a few thunderstorms on radar tonight, mainly in Lee County, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, seeing a couple of those, hearing a little bit of those rumbles of thunder, seeing a little bit of lightning and some heavy rain with that. That's going to continue to push over into the Texas Panhandle. But at least here in Albuquerque, we're beginning to see a couple of these light showers across the city. Nothing severe, nothing strong at all. In fact, more than likely, you're not hearing any kind of rumbles of thunder from it either. So for the rest of the night, we'll continue to have those isolated showers exit southeast New Mexico. A couple of these in central Mexico could continue through at least midnight tonight. That could lead to a little bit of patchy fog tomorrow morning for your drive to work here in the metro. So your projected low temperatures a little bit cooler here in the valleys of the North Mountains, where you'll be in the upper 30s. Otherwise, all of us will be in the 40s and 50s to start your Monday morning. And then for the rest of tomorrow into your afternoon hours here in the metro, we'll be in the 70s again. But we still have that chance of a couple of thunderstorms going in toward tomorrow afternoon. In fact, where you see this red shading here, the closer you are to the Texas border, the better your chance you could see some of those rogue thunderstorms get a little bit strong or severe with some of the more fuel and instability that is here from Tucumcari to Clovis to Hobbs. But I think High-Res Futurecast does a decent job. Again, tomorrow morning, no problems, maybe some patchy fog where it has rained today, including here in Albuquerque. And then as we get toward tomorrow afternoon, it's a broken record. We had the heating of the day where those showers and thunderstorms begin to pop up. I do think the best chance will be along and north of I-40, so for the northern part of the state. And then as we get toward tomorrow night, everything diminishes and we have it again Tuesday afternoon. The difference with Tuesday afternoon, things are going to begin to get a little bit more isolated in nature, and that continues into our Wednesday. With that, dry air begins to work in toward the western part of the state, which means we're going to be drying out for places like Gallup, even Albuquerque, Silver City, to name just a few places there. But the closer you are again to the Texas border, starting Wednesday into Thursday and even Friday, every day has a chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms, and every day you could see one of those go rogue severe, with quarter-sized hail and damaging winds being the main threats in east New Mexico through the end of the week. And that's really what we call that dry line setup, where we have drier air to the west and that moisture to the east, and that just kind of sets up that isolated thunderstorm chance for east New Mexico. So this wet pattern we've been having for the last couple of weeks, it's finally coming to the end, but it's not going to come to the end without one big, I guess, rainstorm that we had today here in Albuquerque. About a 20% shot in Roswell, but you're up to 96 by the time we're talking Tuesday afternoon. Southwest tomorrow, highs in the 70s, 80s, even some low 90s from Deming to Las Cruces, where you could reach 92 tomorrow afternoon. For the Northwest and the Four Corners region, 72 for Durango, 80 for Farmington. A 20% chance of rain is really your best chance for the next 7 days. In fact, you'll be drying out and could be dry through at least the rest of the month for the Four Corners. For the North Mountains tomorrow's highs in the 60s, 70s. Again, a pretty decent shot. You'll see a couple of thunderstorms again, so we'll have to watch for that burn scar flooding in the North Mountains. A high of 73 to start your week in Santa Fe. The Northeast tomorrow, highs in the 70s and 80s. A few isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon. It's the same for the East Mountains with highs in the 70s. And looking at the metro to start your new week, partly cloudy as we get toward the afternoon, but again, can't rule out a couple of thunderstorms. Highs in the 80s for tomorrow. Rio Rancho, 30% chance with the high around 81 for your Monday. 82 to start your new week in Albuquerque with that 30% chance in the afternoon.